implanting thoughts and voices into people's mind, the synthetic telepathy. It's called the
Yeah.
voice of God technology. And now, and I know it sounds crazy and fringe, but I didn't watch videos from people where it was a second party. I watched lectures from neuroengineers that work for DARPA.
Not just computers. We can hack human beings and other organisms. Organisms, whether viruses or bananas or humans, they are really just biochemical algorithms.
Experiencing now, this isn't the voice of God technology, but this is something that they are working on and being pretty open about it. Like they're doing lectures about this stuff.
This is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, they're talking about neuro enhancement now because Elon Musk is trying to put chips in our brains.
Elon Musk wants to download your brain with an idea to implant our brains with computer chips. For some people, it's a sci-fi step too far.
And we can effectively achieve a sort of symbiosis with artificial intelligence before the end of next year. And then the interface to the chip is wireless. So you have no wires poking out of your head. It's basically Bluetooth to your phone.
He was open about straight out of the horse's mouth. You know, they're talking about Mark Zuckerberg is working on a direct brain interfacing that will allow you to control your devices with your mind.
That are going to eventually one day let you communicate using only your mind.
Talking about these ambassadors, we talked about the ambassadors from Russia. Well, these are ambassadors from Havana in China, started experiencing dizziness, weakness, nausea, headaches. One man said it was like his brain was splitting open.
Allows either direct attribution or covert engagement with non-attribution. Probably the one that you've heard about most recently, most contemporaneously in the literature, is the possibility to use some form of directed energy to affect physiology peripherally and also to affect the physiology and health of the brain. Case in point here, U.S. Embassy personnel in Havana, and possibly in China.
So it was just painful.
Can you imagine being the person who says, "Yeah, try that on me"?
Yeah, and that they want to, that was like a sort of a direct energy sort of weapon like we were talking about. But with the chip things, there's this guy, Dr. Justin Sanchez, he's a neurotechnologist with DARPA. He was like, well, when we get this technology, we're trying to decide whether or not we make it an elective surgery. I'm like, as opposed to what? A mandatory
Yeah, we're gonna decide for
surgery?
you.
Because I think that's where they're going with this.
That you know what that reminds me of? The movie Johnny Mnemonic.
I remember that.
Johnny Mnemonic?
Some of the worst acting Keanu Reeves
I haven't
ever
seen
did.
that, and I'm gonna watch that tonight.
I probably might too. I think Henry Rollins is in that movie. But they were like, will people be able to connect with others through a direct neural interface?
Would you want to?
I think really rich people are going to want to do this. It's the latest technology. But if this becomes mandatory, I'm going to hide in the woods and go full bog witch. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to, you're not putting a chip in my brain. I'm good. I don't really care. I grew up in the 80s. I don't really need a phone. You
Yeah.
know, it's nice. But this guy, another guy, a technological philosopher. I did not know there was such a thing. But his Yuval Noah Harari, he said, with a neural implant, you won't be able to hide from Amazon, Alibaba, or the secret police. What secret police? We got secret police too? Fine. So it's like they'll be able to advertise to you in your head. It's like Futurama. Like there's that episode of Futurama where they all have kind of the Neuralink and they have dreams of ads.
Yeah.
Like Lightspeed Briefs, I think is what Fry was advertised, and then went to get it the next day. And yeah, so and this is all the basis of it is like neural data harvesting. And stuff like EEGs, you know, that's that thing they put on your head. It's got all these
Yeah.
little electrodes, and it reads the electrical activity in your brain. That's how the devices that they're starting to build, like the ones with the the computer glasses or some of the Bluetooth technology.
Yeah.
That they're these sensors in there that gather neural data on you, and reading your brain activity, your emotions, your intentions, and devices like your phones, headsets, and TV powers the large language models and deep neural nets capable of mimicking your thought patterns.
That's just.
I don't think this phone, this Motorola right here, this is not reading my mind, okay? It does not have the technology. It was like $200. So I feel safe. You know, this phone's not going to do it. I think that more advanced things think about if you put your phone to your ear, you got an iPhone, right? Sitting there, there's that little chip in there. That's that little thing like they use on the EEGs. It's like right there, and it's like every time you got it to your head, it's just reading your brain activity. This does not have the capability to do that, but what if these things do, and that they are doing it?
That's why we have droids.
That's what we have droids.
No iPhone for you.
This Dr. James Giordano, he was so scary because he's telling you all these things, what they're capable of, that they can get into your mind, and kind of laughing about it.
One of the newest developments is that nanoparticulate matter can be stabilized for distribution. You're not aware what nanoparticulate matter is. It's that matter which exists on a scale of 1 × 10⁻⁹. Very, very small. Smaller than a cell. And we can manufacture materials that have discrete properties that can be controlled by virtue of bioengineering and their physical chemistry. To auto-aggregate, to be able to aggregate in particular areas based upon their biological and chemical sensitivity. But now we go one step further. Most recently, just a few weeks ago, it was announced that you could then aerosolize nanomaterials. And go one step further, I can create small robotic units, controllable robotic units at the nanoscale, and that these too can be aerosolized to create a nanoswarm of biopenetrable materials that you cannot see, that can penetrate all but the most robust biochemical filters, that are able to integrate themselves through a variety of membranes, mucous membranes, and wherever, mouth, nose, ears, eyes, can be then uptaken into the vascular system to create clumping, can affect the vascular system of the brain, or can directly diffuse into the brain space, and these can be weaponized.
And when he was talking about, the nanobots being able to cause clumping in your brain, he kind of laughed. And I was like, this guy, if you do
Well, you
get
know,
a chance.
they have that heart attack gun.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, they dissolves upon,
Yeah.
So there's no telling what they have.
There's no telling what they have and what they're working on. And these guys are all just, when you look at, the eyes don't lie. Like, every one of these guys is just evil in that face. Like, you
Oh,
could
Elon's
see
on
that-
another level.
Oh, yeah, and the alien creature that's inhabiting Mark Zuckerberg right now, he cannot have the best of intentions for us.
I don't know if he's even a real person. I don't know if he's not a fucking robot at this point, because
He really seems like a robot.
he looks very robotic.
He is devoid of any emotion. Yeah.
They then replaced him with the
He been
Mark 46 level robot,
Yeah, he's been Manchurianed.
Oh, he's been something.
Yeah, and look, I know that I stare off into nothingness sometimes, but it seems like it's like that all the time with him. Like, he's just like, is something going on? Is something happening? Am I here?
He's
Yeah.
probably in a multi-dimensional thing, just, controlling Facebook. Is he still part of,
Oh, yeah, he's still the head of Facebook. And
and Facebook is one of the social medias that's declining,
not once he gets a chip in your brain, girl.
Yeah,
It's going to be on the up and up.
automatic.
And I do think that rich people are going to want this because it's the latest in technology. It's the
Tom
cutting edge.
Cruise and Oprah need this.
But they have to think at some point that this is opening up the door, because I think this is where they want us headed. That I think that this kind of technology is going to run everything, and that if it is implemented, and I think they're going to make it mandatory, because that's how you're going to access your bank account. That's how you're going to access everything. They're going to be able to find you like that guy, what is it, Yarvel was like, you won't be able to hide. You won't be able to hide from Amazon. And can you imagine if Temu could just advertise all of their crap in your head all the time and there was no skip button? They just do that to you. I would be so pissed off. I hate commercials.
Temu of all things.
Temu.